Well, let's answer to a very important question. Which device should you buy at this moment? Asus ROG Ally, Steam Deck OLED, or why not Legion Go? Because as you know, I had that one too, but unfortunately, I will exclude Legion Go from the beginning. It's not my favorite, too many problems, so that's why I don't have it here. So the main battle, in my opinion, what to choose between Asus ROG Ally Z1 Extreme model or Steam Deck OLED, the latest device. Well, to answer very fast, maybe some of you don't want to watch this video. If you want to watch it, I will explain a lot of details related to screen, battery, experience, controls, everything, noise, sound, ventilators, everything. So from the beginning, the winner is Steam Deck OLED. I know, up to this moment, I believe that Asus ROG Ally is the best device out there, but unfortunately, after trying these two devices together with the same games, AAA games, I have here Atomic Heart. It seems that not only the hardware should be the main factor when you decide what to get, but also the operating system and um, optimization. So here I have the same game, Atomic Heart. I have the same settings for the graphics. Here I have the same resolution here, 900p. I have 17 watts at this point, but if we go with 15 watts as on Steam Deck, look at this listen, at this moment the fans are going slower. um, after, as I was saying, after playing a lot of games, I decided that Steam Deck OLED is the best choice at this moment. And if you don't know what to buy, which device, let me tell you, this should be Steam Deck OLED should be the first one, the winner. After that, Asus ROG Ally, and after that, Legion Go. If you want handheld devices, um, it's a total story with PlayStation Portal. I know some of you want standalone games installed on your device, not a streaming device. For me, this is incredible PlayStation Portal, but I will talk about only as for handheld devices. Well, let me tell you why Steam Deck OLED is the best for me. First of all, we will start with the display. As you see here, with the same graphics, look how beautiful everything looks. Let's go here to this IPS panel, and even if it has incredible colors, it looks very good. Once you see the OLED available on Steam Deck OLED, you will want to play on a display like this one. So the display, it's a huge factor when we analyze this battle. Steam Deck OLED has an incredible display. Maybe Asus ROG Ally will benefit from a larger display, also OLED, and at that point everything will stay different. Up to that moment, at this point, we have this 7.0 inches OLED here on Steam Deck. On Asus ROG Ally Z1 Extreme model, we have this IPS 7-inch. It's capable to go up to 1080p resolution. I know this aspect, but still won't be the winner in the display category. Anyway, another important aspect, the operating system. The operating system, it's very well optimized here. SteamOS is very well optimized on Steam Deck, and it will offer you a lot of benefits. First of all, it seems that the game with the same graphics, I repeat, I have the same settings, and the same power, 15 watts here, 15 watts here. You get here 60, 65, 70 frames. On Asus ROG Ally we have 42 something between 35 and 45 frames. Nothing like here we play with 60 frames, and we still have the next point, a better battery life. On Asus ROG Ally at this point I have the 15 watts performance mode selected with 900p resolution, but we have a total extraction from the battery of 27 watt hour, as you see here in this area. That means if we do the math, this device has a 40 watt hour battery. It's not comparable with Steam Deck OLED, which has 50 watts. That's bigger. And if we get 27 watt hour extraction from Asus ROG Ally, that means we will play 1 hour and 20 minutes, probably something like that. Anyway, when you reach 15 or 10% of battery, there is a problem here. So basically you will go down to 1 hour of gameplay on Asus ROG Ally with 15 watts, which means 27 in fact, because every hardware will get some extra watt hour from the battery. The LEDs, display, fans, everything here, the sound. Here on Steam Deck OLED we have, as we see here, we have 67% of battery. We get a total extraction of 22.4 watt hour. That means with 67% of battery we will play 1 hour and 35 minutes. With a full battery we will play 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's 2.5 times more than on Asus. You will double the time, more than double the time on Steam Deck OLED with the same battery, the same settings, but a better FPS and a better display or graphics. So from the battery, also Steam Deck OLED is the winner. It's bigger, it's well optimized, and here we go back to the operating system, SteamOS versus Windows. Even if on Windows, here on Asus ROG Ally, you can install everything, you don't have limitations, you can customize everything. Windows, it's not optimized for games and for handheld devices, for portable consoles. SteamOS, it's very well optimized, it has everything you need, and it works even better at this point with this new device. It has at this point, this device has 90 Hz refresh rate versus 120. You will have everything here at your disposal. You get this device, you sign in into your Steam account and you play, you download games and play. This is a portable handheld device, a portable console. Here on Asus ROG Ally with Windows, you get basically a laptop, a PC, and you have to set up your Windows. You have to know what to do with Windows. You have to know how to install programs. I know there are a lot of players that will find this difficult. If you know what to do and if you know how to work with a PC and to install everything, drivers and so on, it will be a pleasure to work with it. This depends if you want a console or a laptop. This one, Steam Deck, it's easier to use, to play, to just install games, and that's it, like on PlayStation. It's the same experience. Here it's basically a PC. You have to install drivers to update them to work with this one. But you have also extra benefits. But optimization is number one aspect, and SteamOS is the winner. Let's go at this point to the sound. Steam Deck OLED has a better sound. The sound is better. It has more bass, and it's, let's call it, bigger, more area to feel, something like that. Anyway, both devices, they have great sound. Asus ROG Ally has great speakers here. Both of them, both devices have the speakers on front area, and I really appreciate this aspect. But they don't sound as good as on Steam Deck OLED. Let's call it at 80%, something like that. Let's go to controls. Both devices, they have great controls, but Steam Deck has a better design, and if you play more, um, it feels better for your fingers, especially if you have bigger hands. So from my perspective, Steam Deck OLED, it's more comfortable to hold over longer period of gameplays. Related to controls, they are excellent on each device. The buttons are great, I like them. What I appreciate more, the fact that we have the gyroscope integrated here in this joystick on Steam Deck, and it's easier to use, and it's nothing compares with this feature. You have also the gyroscope active now on Asus ROG Ally, and you can use it, but it's harder to use. It's not the same aspect. It's always active. If you activate it, if you do like this, it's always active. Here on Steam Deck OLED, it has a sensor here in this joystick, and it's active only when you put the finger on this area. If you hold it like this or like this, and you move the device like this, you won't have the gyroscope active, and this is incredible, real magic. Related to noise, to fans, Asus ROG Ally offers the possibility to customize the ventilators, the rotations, but it's noisier to make your device to run cooler. So Steam Deck OLED, in medium games, indie games, you won't hear the ventilator here. This is it. You won't hear it. It's very silent. Let me put this. Instead of on Asus ROG Ally, you will hear the fans, and they will make more noise. So this is another important aspect. Also, you have here, I know for most of you these are important, the trackpads. You have two trackpads, really useful in certain scenarios. Indeed, really useful, but I don't play games with them. I find them useful in old games where I have to select something. Basically, we have the mouse here at our disposal. So related, I covered the display, the sound, the battery. Another important aspect, Steam Deck OLED has 4 buttons here on the back. Asus ROG Ally has only 2, and Steam Deck has a better integration here with controller settings. You can customize very easy everything. On Asus ROG Ally, you have to go here. Also, you have the possibility to control everything. Now, here it is. You have to go here, gamepad mode, and you will customize also the controllers. But the operating system is better optimized here on SteamOS, and you will do everything faster on this device, and it will work every time. On Asus ROG Ally, sometimes you will find the device, you will have to restart the game, and this is basically the fault of Windows operating system. So look here, another aspect. At this point, the text here, it's more visible. The text is it's more visible here on Steam Deck OLED. Let's see what to do next. We have also the text. Probably in game you can increase the font, and it will be something almost the same, but this OLED has more clarity, this is for sure. It will do wonders with every game, and my experience up to this moment with old games, with indie games, medium quality games, it will do some magic. uh, if a game doesn't look good on this IPS here, even if it has 20 years, it will look like a brand new game, like a new game just released. And because of the OLED display. So let's see here, the same area, just incredible. Look. So this is my opinion. If you value more powerful hardware, because if you go with turbo mode here, or if you connect the charger from 25 watts, you will go to 35 watts, and you will be able to play with higher quality in some games. Look at this point. I don't know what's happening here on Asus ROG Ally. We have 28% of battery, but I believe the screen has a lot of heat, and it's darkening, it's lowering the brightness here on Steam Deck OLED. Even if the brightness is at maximum, you can keep it at in this way. Look how dark the device got here at this point, the Asus ROG Ally compared with Steam Deck OLED. And this is because we have at this point 90 degrees. Let's go to manual mode and let's increase this. Also the ventilators will do a better job at this point. I have an increased curve for them, 83 degrees at this point, so it's lowering, the temperature is lowering, 82. But this is it, this is another aspect why Steam Deck OLED is the winner, because optimization also related to fans, to heat. Here on Windows we don't have this aspect. Related, what I prefer, the joysticks here on Asus ROG Ally or on Steam Deck. At this point I will go with Steam Deck OLED. They are bigger and they feel better, because they oppose something to you when you do this. These are easier to move. Now it's a personal perspective. Maybe you like more this one to move them easier. It's up to you. Also related to design, each one it's unique and it's great, but over longer period of time of gameplay, this one is more ergonomic and you won't feel pain here in this area or in your fingers, because these areas are bigger. Asus ROG Ally, it's smaller, and sometimes you will feel pain here because your fingers will stay like this compared with this one. Look this area. I can tell you all these aspects because I played a lot on these devices. As you know, I have a lot of videos here on my channel, and I can tell you that when you play like this and you hold your fingers like this, the entire hand, it's more relaxed, and it won't hurt you here. Anyway, I know there are moments when you cannot play here on Steam Deck OLED some games because they are not compatible. Well, this is SteamOS, it has some limitations. Not every game is compatible with SteamOS or with anti-cheat feature, if the game has one implemented. It depends now. Windows will let you to play anything. SteamOS, it's more limited in game library, but don't imagine that you won't find your favorite games. There are a few games that won't work here on SteamOS, but not so many. In general, uh, almost any game should work also with SteamOS. But the overall experience with the gameplay and the display and the graphics, it seems to be better here on Steam Deck. Look. So unfortunately at this point, and I say unfortunately because up to this moment, Asus ROG Li was the best device for me, because Steam, when I got this one, Steam Deck OLED wasn't there. When the Steam Deck OLED appeared, I said, what, only the display to make the difference? No, I don't think so. I tried the Legion Go, Lenovo Legion Go, and it was a disappointment for me with a huge display. And I said, what, a bigger display won't make the difference. But once you will try this new OLED on Steam Deck OLED, you won't want anything else. Um, and you will say, you also said about PlayStation Portal, that is fantastic. Yes, PlayStation Portal is my favorite device to play AAA games, and it's my main device. As I said, I have a video here on my channel. It seems it's a huge difference between this display and the one on Asus ROG Li, and I made a comparison showing you that the quality of this display, it's almost as an OLED. I don't know what they did here with the colors, but they are great and they look almost the same as here on Steam Deck. I have the video here comparing these three devices. Anyway, maybe, I don't know, maybe I forgot something to say here. You have the possibility to install SD card in every device. I know Asus had a problem with the SD card. Well, I changed on warranty the motherboard, as you know. I have also a video here, and now the problem it's gone for the micro SD card. Here with the first model, Steam Deck 1, I had problems with the micro SD card also. Steam Deck 1 managed to damage 2 or 3 micro SD cards for me. I don't know why. When I formatted them, they were destroyed. It was a software problem, as I know at that point when first device was released. At this point there isn't anymore. You can format any micro SD card without problems. I know this video has 23 minutes, but I wanted to explain some very important aspects. Also, the LEDs here are great. I would love to see on a device, in my opinion, I would love to see some LEDs here, and also these buttons. The moment when you put LEDs here for these buttons, this is a premium device. If you remember the PlayStation PS Vita from Sony had these buttons with light, with LEDs, and it was an incredible device. I also have gameplays with that device here on my channel. Maybe in the future they will add some lights here for these buttons too, to see them at night, to see them very nice. Anyway, this is it. So the build quality, fantastic for each device. Steam Deck, it's more comfortable, and this is it related to build quality. And overall at this point, and I will finish the game, go with Steam Deck OLED. It's the best device out there. Don't get me wrong. Asus ROG Li, it's more powerful, but it's not optimized. If this device would have SteamOS, would be a beast. This device needs, in my opinion, a bigger display, an OLED display, better battery not 50 watt hour as Steam Deck has. I don't know why they don't put 60, 70, 80 watt hour battery. Well, I will give them an idea. Why don't you put here on the back some pins and let me buy an external battery that will magnetically or will enter here with some clips that will extend the battery. Let's say Asus will create, or Steam Deck has this battery, internal battery. Let's go with Asus, and they will release a 50 watt or 55 or 60 watt hour battery. It won't be enough because they will release a more hungrier device, a more powerful, probably a bigger display, and it will be the same battery as in this one. But if you put here some pins and if you create an external battery, let's say you have 50 watts here or 60 in the next device, create an external battery with some extra 50 watts, put it here on the back. I know it will make the device like this, it will be huge probably, but hey, it's my choice. I will accept that accessory. Also, I would love to see on this device the possibility to mount an external battery on the back, just like in older phones. At this point, the battery is running low here, and you will extend the battery. I don't know why they don't do the devices in this way. So this is it. Steam Deck OLED, it's the winner, and it's clear why, I believe. Enjoy your device, don't get me wrong. Asus ROG Ally, it's a great device, very powerful. It will let you to play anything, still great, but at this point with a bigger display, better optimization, better battery, indeed, I have to admit at this point I was wrong, and Steam Deck OLED, it's the winner.